I only agreed to do the show if they had like a spotlight bright enough to burn my retinas, so luckily it all worked out. I think eyebrows are obsolete. Because the only thing they allow you to do is this. Because other than that, it's not like they really serve any other purpose. It's not like someone's gonna be like, man, my brows are freezing. I wish I had some hair up there to warm them up. Someone knit me some eye socks. I think belly buttons are misleading. Because they make you think that belly buttons are actually cool. Like, for example, when I was younger, I thought that everyone had a button on their stomach, and I just had this awkward, wrinkly hole at the bottom of my head. Life is really confusing when you're in high school. I'm glad there's not a stool up here, because stools are really hard to relax on, because they're the exact polar opposite of sleep. Because if you try to sleep on a stool, it is no longer a stool, it becomes concussion. We live in a deceiving and dangerous world. For example, as children, we're taught that electrical sockets are bad, and yet they're in the shape of the face of the Pillsbury Doughboy. When you're young, you're like, oh, ooh, ow. You're so much cuter before you burn the insides. The Pillsbury Doughboy always seems so happy, but I really don't think this is the case. I mean, the man gets bludgeoned in the gut for a living. Pretty good for his internal organs. You'd think just once he'd be like, touch me again and I swear. We're all afraid of drowning, but what we're not afraid of is pirates. Where's the logic in that? Because drowning would suck, but it wouldn't be quite as bad as if you were really thirsty right before. Because you'd be like, oh, too much. I love animals. I think they're very interesting. My favorite animal is human. Ants, you know that ants can carry 50 times their own body weight, but I, on the other hand, can carry 50 ants, so I win. Horses are the only example of evolution actually doing a disservice to the animal, because if their ancestors were unicorns, they got gypped out of a horn. If they got into a fight, it's like, there's nothing I can do. I'm just gonna run and gallop away. I think jawbreakers are really well named. I wish that all food products would be equally as well with their food labeling, because then fried chicken would be called Heartstoppers. I want to invent a well that talks to you when you put money into it, to get bang for your buck. So when you throw pennies into it, it would say, get a job. If I were to have a superpower, I would want the superpower of giving other people superpowers, because then I could ask them for rides. They say that a ninja master can kill you 7 times before you hit the ground, but that's not true if you're on fire. Because not even a ninja can beat fire. I really don't want to have ugly kids. Because ugly kids are like a slap to the face. It's like, man, my chromosomes stink. I love those mini restaurants at the gas stations because they send a really good message. It's like, eat here, get gas. I think Johnny Appleseed got way too much credit for the work he did, because if he tried to pull that stunt today, he'd probably get charged for littering. See, the problem with aliens is that they never know what to do with the people they abduct. It's like, I don't know what to do with them. Okay, let's just poke them and send them back. Aliens are always portrayed as being anorexic, but that's only because they feel pressured by the image that the media presses on them. The only thing worse than being the parent of a child star is entering your pet in a dog show, because that means you're living your dream through your pet. I think sunglasses are discriminatory because they only allow people with ears to wear them. I think we should force people to wear some masks. You know, when most people go to baseball games, they bring a glove to catch fly balls. But when I go to a baseball game, I bring my bat. You know, by the way, if you want to sound like a creep, just say "if you know what I mean" to the end of everything you say. Like, it could be totally harmless too, like, "Hey, thanks for coming to my show," if you know what I mean. Or like, "Ow, I broke my leg, someone call a hospital," if you know what I mean. Camouflage was originally invented to protect soldiers from enemies, but now it just protects the people who wear them from pretty girls. I think pickup lines are really useful because they allow girls to identify a tool right away. Oh! You know, commitment, promise rings are a real strong sign of commitment, but I don't think they're strong enough or permanent enough. So if I had a girlfriend and I was to give her an inanimate object to express our commitment to each other, I would give her a commitment brain plate. Because it'd be like, "Baby, you want to break up with me? You have to have major surgery." If you know what I mean.